6. We're here. It's Oscar Day, and welcome to LCJ Live. The show is just 7 hours away. It starts at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on ABC for the third to last time. It's going to be on ABC the next 2 years, 99th and the 100th, before heading to YouTube. Returning host, Conan O'Brien. Hope it's a fun show. Hope it's an entertaining show. It will also be pretty emotional. They're going to do an extended in memoriam. And I think we'll be in for some surprises tonight at the Academy Awards when it comes to the winners. And maybe some other stuff's going to happen. We'll see. Coming up on LCJ Live, I will give you my predictions in all 24 categories. That's right, all 24 categories. Oscar predictions coming up on LCJ Live. If you're just joining us, thank you. Send in your questions and your comments as we're here on Oscar Day for LCJ Live. Now I can get my feed of it up here so I can see your comments of who you think's going to win. What's up, B. Hunter Woodruff? Thanks for being here. Yeah, I had to go a little early last week for LCJ Live because I saw Hoppers, and I enjoyed Hoppers. It's pretty good. It's not amazing Pixar, but I enjoyed it. So I had to get to a specific showing of Hoppers, so I had to do it a little early. But we're live here at noon. Today, it's Oscar Day. So excited. I've got my ballot right here next to me. We'll get to the box office, and then we'll do predictions. Avatar 3 can still win, Sammy Russell. I assume you're meaning visual effects, and I think that's going to happen. We'll talk about that in a minute. Hoppers was so good, says Kelly's kind of awkward. I enjoyed it. There were a lot of trailers before it. There were 8 trailers. Wow. Yeah, Hoppers could be up for animated feature next year. That, GOAT, Toy Story 5, it's going to be a big year for animation. Is that a real Oscar statue? No, but it's darn close, isn't it? It's really close to one. Yeah. All right, let's go. Box office. Hoppers wins again. $28.5 million. It's at $86.8 million for Disney and Pixar. That's good. That's not a bad drop. 37% for Hoppers from last week. If we want to be looking at comps when it comes to Pixar animated films, The Good Dinosaur did $123.5 million back in 2015. That was its total. Elemental's total 3 years ago, 2023, was 154.4. So Hoppers had a much bigger open than Elemental, but Elemental had such strong legs. If you remember from that summer 2023, it did 5 times its opening weekend, which was under 30 million. So will Hoppers get to that 123.5 of The Good Dinosaur, that 154 of Elemental? It will depend on the next few weeks. You do have a little animation competition this coming weekend. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then Mario is on the way for April 1st. So we'll see how high Hoppers can get. GOAT is at $90 million already for Sony. Maybe it makes a run at $100 million. Yeah, Tom was not in Hoppers a lot. Let's see. Yeah, number 2 this weekend, Reminders of Him, the latest Colleen Hoover adaptation. It Ends With Us was Sony. Regretting You was Paramount. Reminders of Him, Universal, 18.3 million, above expectations. Regretting You last October opened to 13.7 million, but had very strong legs, totaled 48.9. So did about 4 times its opening weekend. Will Reminders of Him add another 30 million plus to his total to get close to that? That'll be interesting over the next couple weeks. You do have massive competition this weekend coming up with Project Hail Mary and Ready or Not 2. Number 3 this weekend is Undertone, the new A24 horror film, 9.3 million, also above expectations, and one of the bigger opening weekends for A24. Number 4, Scream 7 added 8.4 million. It's at 106.6. It will pass the total of Scream 6 from a few years ago for Paramount, which did 108.2. So we're passing that. But how much higher than that will this Scream movie get? Maybe it makes a run at 120. I think it'll come a little short. So a little above the last one, but not that much. Let's see. Number 5, GOAT added 4.7 million, as I mentioned. 90.6 million, some comps for that in terms of Columbia Pictures animated movies. The Garfield movie 2 years ago did 92 million, so we're going to go above that. And then Sausage Party, an adult animated film from Columbia, did 97.7 back in 2016. Number 6 is The Bride, which dropped to 2.1 million. It's only at 11.3 for Warner Brothers. Jessie Buckley, I think she's going to win tonight, but my goodness, is Kate Hudson having some late in the game buzz. Scott Feinberg from The Hollywood Reporter believes that if the voting was counted, all the votes, and they revealed who was in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, he believes that Kate Hudson would be in second position to win tonight. She also earned the Razzie Redeemer Award yesterday. The Razzies, they've nominated her in the past, and the Redeemer Award is you did something amazing as a career turnaround. They gave it to Kate Hudson. So some late buzz for Kate Hudson for a movie that made 15 million more than Hamnet. Song Sung Blue did 39 and Hamnet did 24. Does Kate Hudson pull off one of the biggest upsets in recent Oscar memory? I don't think it's going to happen, but I was originally thinking Rose Byrne was in second position. For Scott Feinberg, who probably talked to a bunch of Oscar voters, to say that Kate Hudson might have gotten the second biggest number of votes. Wow. For a movie that I love. It's my second favorite film of 2025, Songs on Blue. It is a great movie. She's great in it. Hugh Jackman's great. Ella Anderson. The film should have been up for picture. I don't know. That would be crazy. Sam B. Russell, Jesse Buckley got orbited by The Bride. Maybe that happened. That some people, when the reviews started coming out for The Bride, the box office hadn't happened yet when Oscar voting took place for The Bride box office, but the reviews, the negative reviews for The Bride started coming out. Did that sway people to vote another way? I mean, Jessie Buckley is so good in Hamnet. She's so good in my number one film of 2019, Wild Rose. I would love to see her win tonight. I also think Kate Hudson's fantastic in Songs on Blue. So we will see what happens. But my goodness, could we have an upset like that tonight in a category we all thought was the lock this whole award season? That would be crazy. Number 7 is the re-release of Kiki's Delivery Service in IMAX with 1.7 million. Also 1.7 million for Wuthering Heights, which is up to 81.9. And then it looks like Crime 101 did 1.8. It's at 35.6. And it looks like I Can Only Imagine 2 is number 10 with about 750,000. Right behind it is Epic Elvis Presley in Concert with 745. Send Help did about 700,000. And then Slanted, this new horror movie that came out this weekend, apparently only did 617, which is not a lot of money. But still looking at some of the results coming in. But there's a look at your box office for this weekend. I want to mention some films that come out this coming weekend, and then we'll get to my predictions in all 24 categories. Get out your ballot, because I will go through them here in a minute on LCJ Live. Of course, Project Hail Mary, which started with the early access 70mm screenings this weekend in select locations. There are more screenings tomorrow, more showings of it in select places around the country ahead of it officially opening this coming weekend. Amazon MGM has huge expectations for this film. It is 2.5 hours. It is Phil Lord and Christopher Miller's directorial return. It's Ryan Gosling just a few years after Barbie. And here we are with a film from author of The Martian. It's got similar themes to it. I have not seen it yet. I will check it out this week. But Project Hail Mary has got to be number one next weekend over Hoppers. Hoppers had a good 2-week number one spot. You'll get 2 weeks of Project Hail Mary number one probably. And then Mario probably for 2 or 3 weeks. And then Michael. Then Devil Wears Prada 2. And then we're cooking into the summer. This Project Hail Mary movie's got to do at least 50 million for Amazon to consider it a hit. And they're going to take all the money it made this weekend in select locations and they're going to put it towards the opening weekend next weekend. So that's going to add to that total for sure. So Project Hail Mary, I'd say 50 million, 55. It's in a ton of theaters. People are going to want to see this on the biggest screens they can. It's got to do 50, 55 million at least this weekend. You also have Ready or Not 2, Here I Come. Interesting that Searchlight decided to put it right up against Project Hail Mary. For this, the first one did okay for Searchlight, but it was back in 2019, a long time ago now. So you've got this horror sequel, but look at Undertone did 9 million, and you've got already an established brand in Ready or Not. So this will do okay. I think it'll do okay for Searchlight. Searchlight needs a hit, and I think Ready or Not 2 will make some money. Also, limited release, but could go wider, is Toe, which is Rose Byrne, nominated tonight for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. In a new movie, it's based on a true story. I have seen Toe. I really can't share opinion fully yet, full review. I can post more about it tomorrow. But I will say this. Rose Byrne is a lot better in Toe than she is in If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. And Toe is a much better movie than If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. So if you're a fan of Rose Byrne, go see Toe. I will have more on it tomorrow. It's a good movie. I will have more to explain tomorrow, but that is opening in theaters. Also, The Pout Pout Fish, which is this new animated feature. I spoke with director Ricard Cuso and writer Elise Allen. You can get that Q&A, animationscoop.com and lcj.podbean.com. Viva Kids opening it up. It is based on a very popular book series. They've also made this stage show. It stars Nick Offerman, and it's nice. It's nice for families. If you're a fan of the brand of the books, then go see the Pow Pow Fish and listen to that conversation. It was a good one with them. Also, limited release Late Shift and Mark by Sophia. Okay, let's do this. Let's go. It's time. It's time for Oscar predictions in all 24 categories. I've got my ballot. Here we go. Who will win tonight at the 98th Annual Academy Awards? I'm going to go in reverse order of what I have on my Focus Features ballot. They've been doing these for years. So we have original screenplay. It will go to Sinners. Ryan Coogler will win original screenplay. Adapted screenplay will go to Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another. He will finally win after a career total of 14 nominations. He will win an Academy Award. Visual effects will go to Avatar Fire and Ash. If there are people who are sick of Avatar winning and sick of the Avatar phenom, I don't know, maybe F1 because it's in Best Picture. Might be an upset. Maybe it's Sinners, but I'm thinking Avatar's going to win. Sound will go to F1. That will be F1's win tonight for sound. Live action short film, I believe it will be A Friend of Dorothy. Animated short film, I've seen all of these. I did Q&As with a few of the directors. Butterfly, Forever Green, The Girl Who Cried Pearls, Retirement Plan, and The Three Sisters. I've seen them all. They're all very good. They're all unique, different tones, different animation styles across the board. And I believe the winner will be Retirement Plan. It is the shortest of the five. It's my personal favorite of the five. I think because it's the most emotionally effective. It's got Domhnall Gleeson, who's the narrator. It's about a guy who looks back on his life and what he does in retirement and what he thinks about and reflects about. And I think it is going to win. I think Retirement Plan will win animated short film tonight. Let's go to production design. The winner will be Frankenstein. Casting, the brand new casting category, the first new Oscar category since animated features started 25 years ago. The winner for casting tonight will be Francine Maisler for Sinners. Original song in a motion picture, it's got to be Golden, the Phenomenon song from K-Pop Demon Hunters. In K-Pop Demon Hunters, I will go to animated feature now because K-Pop Demon Hunters is going to make history tonight. It will become the first animated film that is not Disney or Pixar to win 2 Academy Awards. How crazy is that? Because it will win Best Animated Feature, K-Pop Demon Hunters. The upset is Zootopia 2 because it's made so much money, but the Academy gave the first Zootopia the win. So I think like Spider-Verse, which didn't win for the second one, won for the first one, I think they're going to go with K-Pop Demon Hunters. Original score of a motion picture will be Sinners. Makeup and hairstyling, Frankenstein. International film. You could go a couple different ways with this. It could be Secret Agent, but I'm going to pick Sentimental Value to win international film. Film editing, also a few directions, but my pick is One Battle After Another. Documentary short, All the Empty Rooms. Documentary feature, The Perfect Neighbor. I want to save director, so let's go to costume design. It will be Frankenstein. Cinematography, Sinners. And now let's go to the big six here. Director of a motion picture. Yes, it could go to Ryan Coogler, but I believe it will be Paul Thomas Anderson. Because of the momentum, he's won many of the prizes this award season. He will also win adapted screenplay. And again, Ryan Coogler will win original screenplay. So which one of those two will also win director? I believe it will be Paul Thomas Anderson, but don't be shocked if it's Ryan Coogler. Actress in a supporting role. This is a wild category. It is not going to go to either of the sentimental value women, Elle Fanning or Inga Ibsdottir Lilias. You're down to 3. I don't think it's Wunmi Mosaku. I don't think it's Amy Madigan, and I'll tell you why. Last year, Demi Moore did not win for The Substance, which was sort of a horror movie. And here we have Weapons, which is also a horror movie. And this is its only nomination, Amy Madigan. Yes, she is the veteran of the group. She's a previous Oscar nominee from 40 years ago. She did win the SAG Award and the Critics' Choice Award. So she could win this. She very well could for a very popular character in Aunt Gladys for a movie that spoke to people of all ages. But I was very surprised that Weapons did not get in original screenplay. And I think it also had a shot at Best Picture. The fact that it didn't get into any of those says to me that the Academy as a whole did not love Weapons. The acting branch liked what Amy Madigan did as Aunt Gladys, but when you open it up to everybody, they didn't love Weapons. So I'm going to go with Tiana Taylor. When you look at everything, somebody from One Battle After Another is going to win in an acting category. And yes, it could be Sean Penn, but I believe it will be Tiana Taylor for One Battle After Another. She also won the Golden Globe, but I just think that that character and that performance is so memorable and emotional and moving and effective. And I think Tiana Taylor is going to win. Let's go to actor in a supporting role. It will not be Benicio del Toro, who already has an Oscar. It will not be Jacob Elordi, who did win Critics' Choice. It will not be Stellan Skarsgård, who won the Golden Globe, even though that's my favorite performance of the group. It will not be Sean Penn. I don't picture Sean Penn winning a third Oscar. He might. He just won the BAFTA and the SAG. I know. I'm just thinking, I don't know. A third Oscar. To give somebody a third Oscar, and yes, Sean Penn is an iconic actor. And remember, the last two times he won, it was not slam dunks for him to win either of those Oscars. They could have gone to Bill Murray and Mickey Rourke, and they both went to Sean Penn. So here we are again when he is not a slam dunk, and maybe it goes to Sean Penn again. The Academy loves him. Maybe it does. But I believe Delroy Lindo is going to win tonight because of the Sinners momentum and of him campaigning so much this award season, the speeches he's given at the actor awards, especially the SAG awards, and the emotion behind this movie and the career achievement on top of the performance. I believe Delroy Lindo will win tonight. Yes, it could be Sean Penn getting a third Oscar, joining the likes of Jack Nicholson and Meryl Streep and Frances McDormand and many other and a few others, just a few others who have won at least 3 acting Oscars. So it could be Sean Penn, but I'm going to go with Delroy Lindo. Let's go to actress in a leading role. It's got to be Jessie Buckley for Hamnet, but like I said, what if it's Kate Hudson in a shocker? Whew. Rose Byrne, I thought had the wild card shocker position, but man, wow. Renata Rensve is not going to win for this. Neither is Emma Stone. So it's Jessie Buckley, but she is not the lock that I thought she was 72 hours ago. And now we go to actor in a leading role. We have DiCaprio, Ethan Hawke, Wagner Moura, Timothy Chalamet, and my pick is Michael B. Jordan. I think he's going to win because of the actor award win and the Sinner's love. This is a history-making movie, 16 nominations. He plays 2 roles, Michael B. Jordan. Timothy Chalamet, yes, most of the Oscar voting happened before the latest controversy with him. But still, this award season has gone on so long that he won early, but it's all about timing and momentum. If there's an upset here, listen, I'd love Ethan Hawke to win this because it's a great performance. It's really, really strong. It's his 5th nomination of his career, 3rd for acting. He deserves it. Leo's already won for The Revenant. And you have Wagner Moura, who could win. He could. But I'm going to go with Michael B. Jordan. And it could be Chalamet, who should have won last year. We all know. He should have won last year for A Complete Unknown. So there we are. I think it's Michael B. Jordan. And now we go to Best Picture. The nominees are Begonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Values, Sinners, and Train Dreams. My favorite of these 10 is Train Dreams. But right behind it is Sinners. And I think Sinners will win because it's the movie that everybody has loved for the last 11 months. And when you look at that preferential ballot, what movie is everyone ranking number 1? The majority, I think, are going to put Sinners number 1. Yes, it could be One Battle After Another, but the day these 16 nominations came out, I thought, wow, every branch of the Academy wanted to make sure they gave the love to Sinners, and now with 7 wins, I believe, for Sinners tonight, including Best Picture, they will reward it for a good film, for a strong film, a unique film, an original story, a movie that made a lot of money in theaters, an original film, a studio film, keeping the theaters going, all of that, all of it. Sinners wins Best Picture tonight. Sinners will win 7. One Battle After Another will win 4. And those are my picks for the Academy Awards tonight. It's going to be a fun show. I think it's going to be a good show. It's going to be entertaining. Conan O'Brien back. Maybe he'll come back for the 99th and the 100th as well to keep consistent host while ABC still has the Oscars. We will see what happens. If you want my list of picks in all those 24 categories, go to lights-camera-jackson.com in the blog section. Also at WAMC's website. You can get the picks there. And I had fun with the Everything Theater podcast, the JT and Looney podcast, and some more things I did this week. Maybe it's one battle after another for picture. We'll see. Thank you for all these comments. Let me scroll through a few of these now. Yeah, Timothée Chalamet could win. He could, but I think it's going to go to Michael B. Jordan. Sam B. Russell, Jesse Buckley's going to lose to Kate Hudson. Mark my words. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. Yes, Daniel Day-Lewis has 3. That's right, Daniel Day-Lewis. So yes, Sean Penn's an iconic actor. I don't know. Give him a 3rd? Maybe it happens. Emma Stone has 2 already. She's not going to win for Begonia. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people saying Sean Penn's going to win. Amy Madigan locked up. I don't think she has this locked up. I don't. I think that vote's going to be very interesting because of how it's going the award season. So supporting actor. I mean, they're all going to be very interesting. Sarah, biggest snub. Hugh Jackman is up there, especially with Kate Hudson getting the nomination. Hugh Jackman's up there. What's another big snub? Wicked for anything. Wicked for anything. It should have gotten in at least something. I mean, Avatar, Fire and Ash for costumes, I think, was the biggest shocker. The Wicked for Good probably should have taken that spot. But, yeah. There could be some wild upsets tonight. That would be something. What's an underseen film from this year? Oh, Nouvelle Vague should have gotten in. My #1 movie of 2025, Nouvelle Vague. Zoe Deutsch should have been in supporting actress. The film should have been up for picture. Richard Linklater should have been up for director. Nouvelle Vague is an amazing film. Nuremberg should be on this ballot in about 7 different places. Acting, directing, writing, the picture, cinematography, editing, casting, Nuremberg. Nuremberg was really good. And that should be on this ballot too. I talked to a couple people the other day who love Nuremberg. I've talked to people who the only movie they've gone to in a theater in a while was Nuremberg was one group, Sung Sung Blue was another group. Yeah. So, yeah, Sung Sung Blue should have been in picture. Nuremberg, Nouvelle Vague. I would have replaced Begonia, Secret Agent, and Frankenstein. Frankenstein's terrible, and Frankenstein's going to win 3 Oscars tonight. My goodness. All right. That's it. Well, what have you seen so far in 2026 that should get nominated next year? Documentary-wise, you got Man on the Run. You got Epic Elvis Presley in Concert. You got Goat for animated feature. Hoppers is good, too. I like Goat a little more. And Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die is great. Gore Verbinski. Get him nominated for original screenplay. That would be fabulous. That's it. That's LCJ Live. Enjoy the show tonight. Enjoy the Oscars. Go to X at LCJ Reviews, Instagram at LightsCamJackson, YouTube.com/LightsCameraJackson. Subscribe to the channel. When we're back next Sunday, we'll take a look at the box office for Project Hail Mary, Ready or Not 2, and more. We will preview the end of March, and we'll have some react to the Oscars. But enjoy the show tonight. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching LCJ Live. Take care. Stay well. Stay positive. Enjoy the Oscars. I hope it's a good show. And I hope I do well with my picks. I'm thinking it's all going to come down to the acting categories for everybody. You've got a ballot, and you're in a pool, you're in a contest. It's going to come down to cinematography, maybe editing, and the acting categories for a lot of people, because a lot of people may still pick Chalamet. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. If anybody gets a perfect ballot tonight, you deserve all the praise in the world, because this is a tough year. We'll see what happens, but a fun year. And I'm glad the award season in the middle of March is finally coming to an end. It's gone on way too long. All right, that's it. Thanks for being here. Good night.